The DrakGOON is an interesting weapon. It is a projectile shotgun that shoots massive pellets that will bounce off of terrain and enemies. You get this weapon for completing Neptune to Pluto Junction, or if you don't want to wait that long, you can buy it from the market. For this video, we'll be exploring the mechanics of the weapon, making a beginner build, showcasing the weapon with our beginner Rhino and Taxon, link up in the cards, and then ending off with a veteran version on the DrakGOON. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Let's get right into the demonstration. Alright, before we get into the build, there are a few things we need to talk about with this weapon. Punch through currently is bugged. DE doesn't say if they want to fix or not, so we aren't going to be using punch through on this build simply because makes the weapon very inconsistent. Each projectile from an uncharged uncharged shot bounces once. A charged shot, it'll bounce twice, but as you can see, it loses a lot of momentum. I don't know if you can really see it, but loses a lot of momentum on that second bounce. Uncharged shots, when you aim them straight down, will shoot off in like a kind of horizontal pattern, and that's really good for taking out groups of enemies. But now that we're done with that, let's get straight into our beginner build. So we are going to be doing Hell's Chamber, Point Blank, Blunderbuss, Ravage, Shell Shock Toxic Barrage for Corrosive, Scattering Inferno for Heat, and then Tactical Pump to make the reload speed 1.4 instead of 2.2. Now we're going to spawn some enemies. They're going to be level 80, non-steel path. Let's go with a corrupted battle group. And we are just going to demonstrate how strong this build is. Oh, I'm sorry, Heavy Gunner. Look at that. So the heat and the corrosive are going to help us really strip the armor on these enemies. A lot of the enemies that you would fight with this DrakGOON probably won't be level 80. I just like to use them for demonstrating so you can see its damage potential. And then here's the uncharged shot downward. So you can see we're hitting all 4 enemies in this row by just shooting right here, hitting them in the ankles and all that. Good for proccing the corrosive, and then you can finish them off by hitting them in the head. But for a weapon you can get for free from a junction, or very cheap from the market, it's pretty good. It's really fun. It's definitely one I recommend after the heck. If you find the heck to be a little bit of a boring gameplay loop, you can absolutely go with this instead. Another fun thing is if it is in a very enclosed tile set like the Grenier Moon tile sets, you can just shoot a charge shot into a room, and if you get lucky you can just clear that entire room. Just because since it has those 2 bounces, it can hit one enemy, bounce off the wall, hit another. Oh, it's beautiful. But that's enough about this beginner build. We're going to test it out with Rhino and Taxon setup. If you want the Rhino and Taxon setup, it will be linked up in the cards below. I mean, up in the cards above. My bad. Still getting used to all this. Now, our Taxon is going to be proccing a lot of statuses for us. One of the most important ones being Viral. That'll really help our damage. As you can see, it is big difference maker. We're going to do full charge shot on this guy. You got the heat procs. Oh yeah. Now, this beginner Rhino build will be linked. I think it's very, it's a build that will get you through most content in the game. It's good for running the index early on for credits, or it's also good for taking out bosses. Because the extra viral, even though most bosses can only have 4 stacks of viral, as you can see, that last enemy only had 4 stacks of viral in it. It did a lot. But yeah, for all the beginner stuff that I went over, I think this is a very, very good weapon. But enough about that. We're going to get into the DrakGOON and our veteran build. Now for our Kuva Dragoon veteran build, we are going with Prime Point Blank, Galvanized Hell, Prime Ravage, Blunderbuss, and then all 4 60/60 mods to arrange for Blast Corrosive. In the Arcane slot, we're going Shotgun Vendetta. I don't have mine leveled up all the way, but it really doesn't matter. It will just do more damage, but you can honestly get away with running it half leveled up. Just look at how much damage we're already doing. 5,894. That's before charging it all the way. Charge shot all the way is 11,892. And this is per projectile. I want to remind you, this is per projectile. We're shooting out 21 projectiles before stacking Galvanized Hell. So, once again, lots of damage. And that's not even including the Taxon, Viral Priming, and Rhino Roar. But enough of that. Let's get into Steel Path, level 150 enemies. Ooh, that's 85. 150. Simulate. Pop our Roar. Let our Taxon do some priming. And then, oh. That should kill him. Oh, I didn't get any blast procs. But yeah, the blast helps with chunking other enemies. And the corrosive strips their armor. And our Taxon applying viral just does so much. I mean, these are level 150 Steel Path enemies. And we're all getting stuff that you can get right after, I think it's Saturn. Yeah, Saturn is where you unlock that mission. But yeah, this is absolutely an endgame setup right here. You could absolutely go to the endgame with base Rhino and Taxon. Just to prove it, I'm going to turn off invincibility, and we're going to unpause the AI, simulate, hit our 2, hit our 3, then just find whoever Taxon's shooting and shoot him. Hit our, ooh, need that, hit our 2. And yeah, it's absolutely doable. Where's this guy? Oh, hello, stinker. And this guy's hiding under this ramp. Come on, let me shoot your head, not your ankles. Alright, and then Taxon's gonna prime him up, and then we're gonna kill him. Alright, but yeah, this is the Dragoon. We're going to end off the video with some Agni on Mott, running the Dragoon, Kuva Dragoon. And if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see more of my videos more often, hit that bell button. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!
Life support has been replenished. Life support activated.